Hi, this is Bill. I'm the salty old Marine. Hey, I want to take a second and talk about Space A. Ooh, Space A. What's Space A? Well, I'll tell you. Space A is space available. And what it means is the military, usually the Air Force, but all services really, the military flies planes everywhere, all around the world, all the time. And a lot of those planes have at least a few seats for passengers. Not always comfortable seats. They could be webbing, lawn chair type seats along a fuselage with a bunch of equipment inside, or military gear, weapons and so forth, right? So I'm not saying it's fantastic. Some of the planes are actually passenger planes, but a lot of them are just cargo planes that have a few seats in them. But here's the point. Those seats have got spaces for butts. Might be your butt. That's what they call Space A travel. Space available travel. Now, when I was on active duty in 1984, I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan, and I was getting ready to get out of the Marine Corps, and I decided I wanted to visit the Philippines. At that time, we had two military bases in the Philippines, Clark Air Base and Olongapo. And so I took 10 days leave from Okinawa, and I went over to the Air Force Base, and I signed up for Space A travel, and I was lucky enough to get a flight, and I jumped on a cargo plane, and I sat in a lawn chair type seat, and I think it was a C-141, and we flew to Clark Air Base. I flew from Kadena, that's what it was, Kadena Air Base in Okinawa. So I flew from Kadena to Clark Air Base, and from Clark Air Base, I was able to catch a hop, also Space A, down to Subic Bay. That was actually a passenger plane. It was a turboprop, and I was on the plane with a bunch of high-ranking type people who were very nice to me. It was really great. There I was a corporal, and I'm in there with like colonels and one-stars and stuff. Neat. Especially because they didn't treat me like a jerk. They treated me like a human being. It was nice. I wasn't used to that. So yeah, we landed in Subic Bay, and amazing. I loved the Philippines. The weather was fantastic. It was so hot, so humid, but it was really nice. The skies were clear. The waters were beautiful. The scenery was fantastic. The history was amazing. I took some tours. I saw old Japanese World War II gun emplacements, just all kinds of stuff, right? And I saw big naval vessels and just all that kind of stuff. And Olongapo City was amazing. I saw the jeepneys, these very decorated up jeeps used for passenger vehicles, and all the shops, and it was just amazing. And the people were fantastic. And the beer, San Miguel. Wow, that might be the best beer I've ever had in my life, and it was like 25 cents a bottle, ice cold. I really liked Olongapo City. I did. Anyway, from Subic Bay, I got on a ferry to Grande Island. Grande Island was officer country, but there was a hotel there, and the hotel was open to all ranks, and it was $3 a night. Right? So I actually flew to the Philippines for free. I took a ferry boat, a glass-bottom ferry boat, out to Grande Island for free. And for $3 a night in 1984, I stayed at a really fancy hotel, which is normally just for officers, but it was open to all ranks. So I was one of the only enlisted people there. They had a chow hall there. It was great. It was fantastic. And then after my 10 days was up, I went back to Subic Bay. I could not catch a Space A hop back to Clark, but I just got a bus ticket, and it was inexpensive. And a couple hours later, I was in Clark Air Base, and I was able to catch another Space A flight. Boom, back to Okinawa, back to Kadena, and man, that was an awesome way to spend 10 days. But here's the point. Did you know that if you are on VA disability and you're at 100%, so it has to be 100%, you can get a Space A flight. You don't have to be retired from the military. Just being 100% is enough. Wow, terrific. There's some limitations. First of all, your lowest priority. You are the absolute lowest priority. So active duty service members, people traveling on orders, retired people, retired military, I should say, all of those people go ahead of you. Another limitation is you can't bring your family. It's just you. And Space A travel is weird. You have to sign up for it. And there's a variety of ways depending on the base that you're trying to fly out of. You might go to their Facebook page. You might send them an email. You might have to send them a text message. You might have to call them. In some cases, you might have to go there to sign up. You'll have to check and you'll have to Google for the base that you want to get the Space A travel from, right? And find out what's available. Also find out where they fly to, because you can't fly where they don't go. This is not commercial air, folks. This is, this is you hitching a ride. You're thumbing it, and like hitching a ride, you're at the whim of what's available. That's why they call it space available. So you might sign up for a flight, show up, have your documentation that shows you're 100%, and still not get a flight. Sorry, that's one of the downsides. But hey, if you're 100% and you're retired, or you have time on your hands and no need to go anywhere in a hurry, and you just feel like exploring, or you just feel like, I don't know, going to Cleveland, or visiting a family member who lives across the country, something like that. That's kind of cool, and it's free. Another drawback to Space A travel is for those of us, well, I'm not, but for those who are 100% disabled, VA disability, and can get Space A travel, it's only to the continental U.S., Hawaii, Alaska, and U.S. possessions, so no overseas travel. Space A, if you're on active duty, is anywhere the military flies, period, but not the case if you're 100% disabled. But still, it's available. So that's kind of a neat perk, and I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know if it's something you want to take advantage of, but tuck that in your hip pocket. Maybe someday you'll decide you want to do a little traveling and just kind of enjoy and take it on a whim and see where you end up. And what's the worst that could happen? You might have to take a bus ride back home again. But we've all done that, haven't we? Yeah, we have. So anyway, I'm Bill. I am the salty old Space A traveling Marine. Well, I'm not right now because I'm not 100%, but if I get to 100%, I'm going to give it a shot again because I really liked it last time. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I read all your comments. I really appreciate them. And as always, have a great day.